iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Hey, everybody, it's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
What's on the cutting room floor today, friend?
My son sent a photo the other day and I had such a flashback. And
Which son, Jack or Liam?
It was Liam who sent it, but Jack also responded to it saying, what a weird time. And many of us would have memories of how weird, well, all of us will, memories of how weird this time was. It was Christmas Day, 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Jack had just had his school formal, and this isn't the very...
Did he actually get to have a school formal?
That was the very last event before everything closed down for lockdown. But...
Because 2020...
Let me just tell the story.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to remind...
2021, Jack had his school formal. This is pre-vaccination. This is all borders closed. This is... Oh, no, the borders weren't closed, but it was pre-vaccination, all of that. And nearly everyone at that formal got COVID.
Yeah, right.
This was the first cases we had ever heard of in our community of COVID, and it was Jack's school.
So that would have been Christmas at the end of 2020.
Is it? Well, he thought it was Christmas 2021. Is he a year out?
Because there was a bunch of, and it's funny how you say that because, okay, let's go timeline. 2020, March of 2020, that's when ScoMo did the big breakthrough announcement. You were hosting Dancing with the Stars, and he said, you can't go out, you can't do anything. And then we had lockdown 2020, and I always thought the Christmas of 2020.
Well, anyway, it was either 2020
then it came back for the cash and prizes.
Well, what happened here was that this photo shows Harley's taken the photo. It's Liam and I sitting on a couch. Jack is smiling. It's Christmas Day, but Jack is on an iPad.
Yeah.
He was in isolation on Christmas Day.
That's right.
And what had happened was he and a number of his friends all got COVID around the same time. And a group of them went into one house because someone's parents said, okay, take the house. We're going to go down the coast. You take the house. So 4 or 5 of them went into isolation together, but they were all very, very sick. As a parent, it was very alarming to not have him live at home during that, but it was so much easier that they could roam around a house and we could roam around our house. Yep. So, but they're all very ill. We forget what it was like before vaccination.
Yeah.
And then when the daughter of that house had come out of isolation, the family wanted the house back. So Jack had to come home. So we went down the coast and Jack was on his own for Christmas Day, and our neighbours very kindly wrapped up Christmas food, put it on the doorstep for him. And then a week later, their daughter had COVID and she's been, I think it was her holidays, sitting in the pool outside while everyone else was inside the house. Oh. But you forget what it was like.
You do.
You forget what it was like.
Yeah.
And I had prepaid for all our family, my Queensland family and everyone, my dad, my brother, sister-in-law, my niece and nephew, to all meet in Noosa. And I'd prepaid to rent a house. And because I was a close contact of Jack's, we couldn't go. That was the days where Anastasia Palaszczuk
was going nuts for it.
Yes, if we would have had to go into isolation in Queensland for 2 weeks in a hotel. And so every morning, illegally, I took my dog for a walk at 4 a.m. and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I'd cross the street if I saw someone because I thought, I can't afford to breathe on them. You forget how it was.
Yeah.
And it's all right for people now to complain about our vaccination program and being forced vaccination. We forget what it was like before we had vaccinations.
It is true. And my memories are dim of it now because, and it feels, and this is why we forget about worldwide pandemics. This has happened before to us worldwide pandemically. 2009, for example, we had swine flu. But we
weren't locked down.
No, but they still had a lot of cases. There was a lot of cases, a lot of people that were in ICU, more than what was actually in ICU at the time when we went through COVID. And that's what I used to look in the Sydney Morning Herald. They had an article about we had 1,500 ICU beds in New South Wales, meaning that they were fully ventilated beds. So 1,500 people, if they had that, would be fully intubated, and they'd be full-on looked after. We never got to that capacity.
No, but we could see the footage from America where
Yes.
bodies were being put into the back of vans and mass graves.
And some people will say, like I was talking to a dude the other day, he goes, did you get vaccinations? I said, yeah, I think I got about 5 or 6 of them. And he goes, why'd you do that? And I said, well, I just didn't want to, I've been getting flu shots since I was in my 20s. I've been vaccinated for everything else. What does it matter? Really?
Why wouldn't you?
Like I drink like a fish, like there's a million other.
Your body's a temple, one of those temples that monkeys throw their feces around.
I didn't lean into the conspiracy theory. I had a mate that was telling me that there were 5G, like little tiny microbots being injected. I said, dude, that is the most nuts, unhinged thing.
But people
as well. But I don't judge people for not getting vaccinated either, because a part of it is there was a great fear. You didn't know.
Of course.
With AstraZeneca, all of a sudden we're getting it, and you're thinking, what, am I going to get a blood clot?
No, that's right. But having said that, people are looking back at that time and saying, why did we have to do that? We've forgotten why.
Yeah.
We've forgotten how hard it was.
And you know what? In another, 95 years from now, when it comes around again, everyone will be saying, oh, hang on, what?
Well, this is like childbirth. Do you think we'd have more than one child if we remembered exactly what childbirth was like?
You just got to keep on living.
Yeah. I'll let you know when I have my next baby.
Well,
we'll have a radio competition, and the Guinness Book of Records will be there too.
Okay, kids, that's it for today. That was Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Come back tomorrow for some more.